Hello friends and fellow Simmerstorians, welcome back to Ready Player Us. If you're new around here, my name is Kristen and I am a doctoral student in a medical school studying history. Yeah, it's a weird time to be in academia. I am so excited to bring you guys a brand new challenge. Welcome to my Victorian Sims 4 Royalty Challenge. So basically it is just a mix on your standard Royalty Challenge, but set quite firmly in the 19th century. I'm trying to decide if I want to expand out a little bit from strictly 19th century England and do some kingdoms in other countries as well, just because I feel like we have enough Eurocentrism when it comes to The Sims and life in general. We'll see how it goes. A lot of historians would yell at me for even calling England relative to Eurocentrism because they're special, but it's fine. So we are just going to start off with one neighborhood. We're in Brendleton Bay here. I just really wanted to use this like cove area. I think it's so pretty. So I'm starting off with one monarch. I'm just gonna like take some time today and introduce you to everyone and show you around a little bit. And we'll do a tiny bit of gameplay as everyone gets to meet each other, but today is really just about getting to know our family. These are our monarchs. Well, so we're not actually playing in a patriarchal manner, which I think would probably be more historically accurate. But look, we need more gender equality. If I can rewrite the 19th century, that is one of the things I would do. So here we actually have our monarch. It's Sybil Windsor. She is a very interesting sim. So you saw correctly, she actually is a spellcaster. I'm not sure if I'll keep her as a spellcaster, but it just felt really accurate for her character. So I did give her a spellcraft aspiration. She's got the quick learner trait there. And then she is the monarch, a snob, and evil. So obviously a lot of great things that we would want to see out of the ruler of a kingdom, right? So this is her everyday wear. I just think she is a very interesting sim. Pretty much all of the sims I play with are modified from sims I've downloaded from the gallery or sims that I have had born in-game. So if you've been watching my Sims 4 Victorian Legacy, Eloise is actually her sister. So I think that's kind of hard to believe because they look so different facial structure wise, but yeah, they're actually siblings in a game that I had originally played. So here's her everyday outfit, her formal wear. She is the only person in this neighborhood who will be getting a crown at the moment. Like the sim file share is down, and so I can't figure out how to download any male crowns, so that's gonna happen later. Yeah, I'm not really anticipating on needing athletic or swimwear, quite honestly, so it is what it is. But it is actually quite historically accurate, at least the swimwear. Yeah, so everything is kind of blue for them. I just sort of wanted to eyeball ring. My god, I tried so hard to get rid of all this stuff. I just wanted to make everything kind of color coordinated in case we decide to add in some more kingdoms later on, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. So obviously Sybil is a very complex sim with this really strange array of character traits for a monarch, but I think that's going to lead to some really interesting gameplay, so we're not just kind of like, you know, just having the one very nice king or queen. So here's her husband, Albert. And the fun part about Albert is that I think he always just looks kind of alarmed or concerned. And like, let's be honest, if you were married to Sybil and Sybil was the one in charge of your entire kingdom, I think it's probably justifiable that he looks this concerned all the time. And I think their character traits are just like hilarious in a match because he has the successful lineage, aspiration, and I think you're technically supposed to use that for like all of your monarchs, but you saw Sybil. Does she look like a sim who wants to bother with a successful lineage? Like, I feel like it's kind of just par for the course for her and it's not a goal. So I just felt like that was less accurate. So we gave it to Albert instead. He has the goofball trait, is clumsy, and is good. So I married a good and an evil sim, which I don't think I've actually done before, so I'm really interested in seeing where that goes, and I'm sure you are too. I don't have quite as much male custom content for this game. We're still in the process of building up my CC file, so if you have any great suggestions about custom content, let me know. I am happy to look into it. So he has kind of like the same outfit for most things, and I sort of kept him in this like dark blue, black-ish outfit, with a blue sash at least. So that's our main family, at least for the moment. I'm going to be playing rotationally, and I'm going to keep story progression on. So things will continue to happen in the neighborhood when we are not present at each household. I kind of like not having full control over everything. I think it's quite fun how the game develops that way. So here we have our next family. They have the second biggest lot in the little neighborhood. This is the DuPonts. And here we have Emily. I think she is adorable. I mean, look at those little freckles. I love freckles in this game. Okay, so I actually have this CC aspiration here, Accomplished Lady. I think it's super accurate historically, and so I will be giving it to a lot of my female sims. Not trying to be sexist, just sometimes historically accurate. She has the good trait, is cheerful, and loves the outdoors. And here's her formal wear. The rest of her outfits, again, like, kind of kept with a bit of a blue theme. So Emily's husband is Bartholomew, and I'm thinking that Bartholomew will be our royal advisor. He just kind of screams like, I'm interested in power. And so he has the fabulously wealthy aspiration, is neat, ambitious, and a snob. So obviously I feel like his traits just kind of match up quite well with that role. And I feel like we would need an ambitious snob to actually be able to handle Queen Sybil. So if anyone in this neighborhood is up for that challenge, I think it's Bartholomew. So here's the rest of his outfits. Just show you really quickly. So we have two other families. This is the Fosters, and guys, I'm a bit obsessed with the Fosters. Especially Geneva. I think she's like the cutest sim ever. I mean, just, do you see like the earrings, the facial structure, everything? I love it. So part of my love for Geneva comes from the fact that she actually looks good in this dress, because it's like at pretty much the top of like my CC, or at the top of my outfits. And so like every Victorian sim that I create, I try and put in this dress because I just think it's so pretty. And everyone always looks ridiculous and like frankly comical in it. But so I tried putting her in the dress, and I was like, yeah, I mean, this isn't gonna work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And then I just like, I saw her in the dress and was like, I am shooketh. Oh my goodness. So she's fabulous. I am shocked that I finally found a sim that can wear this dress. But she also has the accomplished lady trait. She loves the outdoors. She's a music lover and a perfectionist. So although my nobles won't really have proper jobs because they don't need ones, and they're probably quite busy, you know, running their towns and everything, and also like the complexities of social relationships in aristocratic 19th century. However, I still think some of them can have these really fun creative hobbies that bring them some form of acclaim. So I'm thinking that she could become a really like quite famous composer or pianist. Yeah, I think that'd be really fantastic for her, especially given her traits. So here's her formal wear. Yeah, I don't have like anything for athletic. We're just not worrying about that. That is Geneva, and here is her husband, Hanul. Do I think Hanul is pretty enough to be married to Geneva? No, no one is. But we will move on from that. However, personality-wise, I think they actually get along really quite well. So he has the aspiration of a musical genius. He's a snob. He's also a perfectionist. and he's family oriented. So I just envision them being this very creative, inspired couple who just really like feeds off of each other's creative energy when they're together. So I love them. I'm very excited to play with them some more. So here's his everyday outfit. Yes, his everyday outfit has tails. I understand that that makes no sense contextually, but this is where we are at with my custom content. We will get there. And I don't know, he seems like he would be the type to just be kind of fancy all the time, you know? I mean, actually, I don't know. He just like, he looks a little gray. He looks a little vampire-y. I don't know. I mean, we're not playing... I don't think I've ever really played with the vampires in this game just because I tend to like the level of realism that I can achieve. And vampires, meh, but you never know. You never know what happens. Okay, and last family, we have the Ashbys. The Ashbys are a bit of a weird couple to me. I made them and I don't even feel like I have them fully figured out at this moment. But here we have Annalise Ashby. She also has the Accomplished Lady trait. I feel like I'm probably going to make most of my female sims in this game go through the Accomplished Lady trait, but it's something I would like to do as they are teenagers, so normally they would have already achieved this by this point. But she has the Jealous, Mean, and Paranoid traits. So she's fun to be married to. I mean, she's absolutely gorgeous, but I feel like this girl's gonna cause us a lot of drama. Especially because I just like don't fully know if I see her and her husband together. So this is her husband, Christopher Ashby. He is very large. He's a large human, very muscular. He has the bodybuilder aspiration. He's athletic, a genius, and a glutton. So he's probably a bodybuilder in an attempt to compensate for the glutton trait. But it's interesting because he is very buff and large, but still a genius, which is probably how he can handle Annalise. I feel like she's probably a little bit cunning. I don't know. I'm not sure she's like actually in love with him. I feel like I could see an affair plotline in her future, but I mean, we'll just see what happens. So most of his outfits are pretty much the same. He looks silly in all of them, but so it goes. All right, so that is all of the families that I have created for our challenge thus far. I am not going to populate every single house and every single neighborhood yet because, as you know, if you are a legacy sim player or a long-term challenge sim player, the longer you have saves, the quicker things just get out of control. So we're just going to leave it as is at the moment. We're going to take things slow and not worry about that. So yeah, we are going to take a moment and dive into a little bit of gameplay today. So we have to actually have Sybil go around and meet everyone and give people their titles, and I think that'll also be a really fun way for us to kind of see the Sims starting to interact and develop relationships, because I think we are in for some very interesting experiences. Also, I absolutely thought that I downloaded a typewriter, but I guess I didn't, so I'll have to fix that. I mean, I need to keep the computer because I use MC Command Center, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, and also I just need to add a little thermostat. I know that's not historically accurate. I know. However, I just don't really want them to be wearing their outerwear inside. I gave them their outfits for a reason. So we're gonna set it to warmer, and I have no idea why right off the bat we are starting out with Sybil having such terrible levels of fun. A little confused about that, to be honest, but okay. Okay, so we are going to give Sybil the title of Queen. All right, and then we're gonna go find Albert, who is very interested in cooking for himself. I mean, we're gonna have to get all of our royal servants. I think I'm gonna have to, oh, wait, I'm gonna show you guys the castle. So this is our estate for the Windsors. I know that it's not like proper palace and everything, but I just did not want to overtax my game with something insanely large and overwhelming and taxing on the system, especially since we're going to be developing quite a lot of custom content. But I just love this lot. I love this mist in the distance. Just kind of looks foggy and gray, and really reminds me of my time living in London, weather-wise. So I'm cool with it. But it's a really pretty castle. Pretty much every building you see on this game, I have downloaded from the gallery. Let me know if you want the information for a specific castle or estate, and I'm happy to give that to you in the comments. I am not a builder. I like to spend my time in gameplay, and I don't feel like The Sims 4 is quick when it comes to building. So we've got just a little quick introduction. We've got our parlors. This is probably like the front parlor, and I'm guessing this would be more of the back parlor since we have a little desk and everything. And then we do have this pretty decent sized dining area. I think that's fine for me. If we need any larger spaces, I think I'll just kind of, I don't know, modify or download a building to be like a banquet hall, and we can host events and stuff there. And so we've got this beautiful library that I just absolutely love. I think primarily the builder of this has actually done a really good job creating it quite Victorian. I mean, I did have to like remove a TV and stuff, but yeah, we've got like foosball. Not really sure how 19th century appropriate that is, but it's fine. And then I love the little gardens and gazebo here. I could see us just doing some really cute stuff with that plot-wise later. And then I love the little greenhouse. I just think it's so cute. And I feel like maybe Albert will want to work in the garden a bit. I mean, I know we're gonna have royal servants for that and a gardener, so I don't really see him taking care of the plants. I see him doing the easy work like harvesting. The only thing I don't really like about this castle is the fact that it doesn't have a basement for our service sims, but we might, I don't know, we might add that, we might make some changes, we'll see. We've got another cute little study area up here. I love that. And then I don't know which room exactly I want to make the royal bedroom for the king and queen. I think I'm gonna go with this room here because it's attached to a bathroom. That just makes things a little easier. I mean, what's probably really accurate is that they would have separate bedrooms. So yeah, actually that's what we're gonna do. We're going to make this Queen Sybil's bed. Oops. And we'll make this one Prince Albert's. And then they'll come together in one of the beds when, you know, they have some fun time. And so we've got a bunch of these other cute little bedrooms and just this great little space for toddlers. The only thing is that there's like not actually bassinets for babies. So we'll have to do a little bit of finagling. And I was kind of surprised that actually wasn't put upstairs in the very top. I've looked at a couple layouts from like classic 19th century estates, and we would normally keep the children and baby area, or the bedrooms for the children's and the babies, close to the governess and the wet nurse, and that would usually be on the top floor. So we might move that around as well. We do have this great little kid space up here, and so I think I'm going to use the beds up here for our service sims. Obviously we'll need more, but I also really like this little area. I think I'm going to actually like remove this over here and add a desk so that this can kind of be their like schoolwork and study zone. I do have a mod for homeschooling, so we might use that. But yeah, that's the royal estate. To get back to, okay, we were gonna give Albert a title. Yeah, they actually aren't super close yet, so we'll need to we'll need to actually have them spend some time together. But before we send Sybil off to start meeting people and granting titles, we might have them woohoo and try for a baby, just so we can get things right off the bat. I mean, they would just be feeling quite a lot of pressure to conceive as the royal couple, despite the fact that They're obviously still very young. Oh, she kissed him. That's cute. So, yeah, we're just like, we're gonna jump right into that. Wait, what's happening? Rack to first snow. Ironically, it looks like things have kind of cleared up. The snow has blown out a little bit of the fog. How beautiful. Okay, but like, let's get back to business, guys. Business being babies. And it's only 10 a.m., so I'm not too concerned. We'll still have time to make it around to every other house, and hopefully that will fix some of Sybil's disastrously low fun. I mean, that's just abysmally bad for, you know, 2 sim hours into the challenge. I'm gonna go ahead and... Okay, I mean, I know that I probably shouldn't use the pregnancy test because 19th century? Oh, she went straight to novel. I could get down on that. No, Albert will not be going to college. He is a little busy. But I'm impatient and I like to get things moving. So maybe I will be a little bit better about that later, but let's be real, that's not happening now. Oh, she's feeling fearless. What a mood. What an absolute mood. I love that. Okay, royal baby, Albert. Okay, I guess he wants to be very involved in this pregnancy test. Did our pregnancy test glitch? Okay, she is pregnant. That was a very delayed reaction, and I have never had that happen before. Albert, how you feeling? Oh no. General concern. So much concern. Okay. What are you doing? Nope. Alright, so she's already looking so pregnant. I am gonna go ahead and get her into an outfit suitable for leaving the house. I just want to go ahead and get Bartholomew set up as our royal advisor so we can just like get that out of the way and set up like Sunday trading. I need to figure out the Sunday market thing, but it's only like what, Monday or Tuesday in the game, so I guess we've got some time. And yeah, so this is DuPont Manor. I love DuPont Manor. I think it is so pretty. You can see our main castle in the distance over there, but look at this landscaping. I just think it's perfect, especially considering the fact that Emily is an outdoor sim. So yeah, I am smitten. I think it's excellent. So we're gonna go ahead and meet Emily. Yeah, it looks like everyone's really cold. I guess I should have started in the summer, but I don't know. I really love all of the holidays associated with fall and winter, so I was very inclined to start in fall. So I don't really know if I feel like Sybil would get along with Emily. I kind of think that she would think Emily is like too nice and trying too hard. I mean, do you see that arched eyebrow? Like, skepticism. And like the way he is looking at Sybil is also alarming, but we do know that Bartholomew wants to be the royal advisor, so like it's a bit of a tricky situation. We are gonna go ahead and give them both royal titles, and I have not figured out how to actually change the titles, which is kind of frustrating to me. So if you guys know how to do that, please let me know. I would really like to be able to give them all specific titles. So I am anticipating on the DuPonts being a Duke and Duchess. And we're going to have a complete array of variety of these titles. So, oh, why aren't we hugging? Because you gave her nobility? Seemed a little fake, Sybil. This just looks like a weird conversation. So we are going to, we've done everything we need to here. We're gonna duck out of that. And we'll head over to the Fosters next. I don't really feel like Sybil will care very much about Hanul Foster, but for some reason I get the vibe that she would get along really well with his wife. I love their little estate. It's pretty small, but it's just like I don't know, I think it's really charming and it fits them really well, and it's actually, I don't know, it's a really pretty build inside. So yeah, you'll see in a minute. And we're gonna like play rotationally like I said. So yeah, it's interesting. They've got like this downstairs, and so you come up here and oh look, we've got Geneva. She is making late lunch or something. I do, yeah, actually it doesn't surprise me that Geneva would be cooking. I do feel like maybe she enjoys kind of the simpler things of living and wouldn't always try and designate everything to a servant, and I enjoy that about her. So I feel like maybe Sybil would appreciate that level of independence about her, although, like, you know, Geneva's still like a really nice person, and like they obviously have some differences there, but I don't know, I do think that Sybil would respect her, and for Sybil, respect is more important than, you know, personality. Ugh, they've got a computer I need to get rid of too. I didn't even check about all these computers in here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and give you a royal title. Oh, you look so sad. Lighting the fireplace. Looking very upset. Hanul. Good heavens, come here. Let us give you a royal title and then you will be less sad? Perhaps? Are those tears in his eyes? Oh, Hanul. I wonder what he's upset about. I mean, literally nothing has happened yet. I mean, maybe he feels a little uncomfortable with the queen, you know, being home. Oh, Geneva. It's obvious that something is kind of wrong here. Oh, she's actually not getting along with her? Evil. Oh no, stop being evil. Be nice. You're not going along with my plan. We'll take Brighton Day there. I mean, she's still feeling confident. The conversation is still technically considered pleasant. So I think we can still salvage this. Let's go ahead and give Hanul his title too before he runs away, although it might be too late. He's just kind of all over the place, feeling sad everywhere. But Geneva does have her title. I'm thinking like not a baron and baroness, but maybe, I don't know, maybe an earl. I'm not quite sure what I want to make them yet. I am going to make spreadsheets for this game as well, so you guys can keep up with everything and see who is what. So once I figure out the whole nobility thing and changing titles, we are absolutely going to start on that spreadsheet, and I will absolutely give that to you guys so you can follow along. And I am going to, I don't know, I think I am going to play it with some modified mortality rates for this game. We're never going to be playing anyone in the lower class proper, so I'm not going to like change those statistics based on the household, but I am going to increase, or I am going to add a chance for death at each life stage, just because I do think it's kind of hard to kill Sims in this game. Like, I have this vague memory of starting to play The Sims 4 and having Sims dying of all kinds of emotions in early game, and I kind of liked that. I felt like it had a level of humor that we are used to in other Sims games, but I feel like maybe they scaled that back. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. I just feel like I haven't seen it happen in a while. Oh dear, Christopher. So we are at the Ashbys, and this is exactly what I expected to see when we came here, if we're being honest. We're just gonna say hi to you. I mean, I'm not really sure what their relationship is going to look like, because he is a genius, but I don't know, I feel like he's probably maybe a bit cunning, like his wife. Like, maybe they're both a bit cunning. Ooh, yeah, I think Annalise and Christopher maybe are kind of like ladder climbers. Like, they're really interested in climbing up the social ladder and getting like closer and closer to the throne. And I think that Sybil probably knows that, and so she is not going to be interested in mapping out any kind of arranged marriage for their kids. So she's aware of this kind of like awkward part of their relationship. I'm kind of thinking like we could either do the DuPonts, or I don't know, I'm kind of feeling the Fosters maybe for the first arranged marriage. I don't know. I mean, we're just gonna have to wait it out and see, considering the fact that no one actually has kids yet. And Sybil's probably the only one that is pregnant. Oh, and this house is great because it does actually have a little area for the servants, so I really love that. Where is Annalise? I would like to meet her. I mean, that's kind of frustrating. I was hoping we could just, you know, get everything out of the way. Don't 100% feel like waiting for Annalise to show up. All right. Well, we are actually just going to stop there, I think. I've introduced you to everyone in the neighborhood, and next time we're gonna have our first royal baby. We're gonna get into some like actual plot and more like complex relationships, because the fun part about The Sims 4 for me is actually the complex relationships you can develop. I know that we tend to give The Sims 4 a bad rep for that, but I've also been playing The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 for most of my life, and mostly The Sims 2. And I do feel like the relationship and emotion system is actually a lot better than we give it credit for, because relationships were really quite simple in The Sims 2. So yeah, I'm playing this game, and like normally I am a Sims 2 player, and I'm trying to be nice to myself and to the game, because I think there actually are a lot of great and beautiful aspects to the game other than the building and the graphics, and I really hope to explore a little more of that with you guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time in our second installment. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep updated with everything. Thanks, see you later.